Hello, and welcome to week 5 of the summer session. This week will mark the beginning of your last big assignment for the class, and that is the research report. What I want to talk about today with you briefly is the assignment sheet for the research report, and you'll find that on Blackboard. You'll be completing 3 main parts for this report: a proposal, a peer review, and then the final graded, polished report. In terms of what you're researching and reporting on, you get to choose. But the idea behind this assignment is that it gives you an opportunity to research a fairly narrow aspect of your chosen career path. So, for example, you might research the educational requirements it takes to become a teacher. Or you might look at what a day in the life of a paralegal working in a firm that handles intellectual property cases might look like. So in the past, I do this assignment every semester with my classes, and what students tell me is that this is really the only time they have the opportunity to do research on what they will actually be doing in their chosen career paths. So I think that this is a good opportunity for you all to learn more about what you'll actually be doing as a practitioner in your field. In terms of the readings from Markel's textbook, we only have 2 chapters left. Chapter 5 will deal with research, and Chapter 6 will be looking at stylistic manners, such as writing effective sentences and really thinking about the needs of your reader as you write. What I want to focus on right now, though, is thinking about your research agenda. Now, the requirement for this assignment is that you'll need to cite 2 to 4 sources. And I think Chapter 5 in Markel's textbook does a good job of explaining the different kinds of research that you can do. You can do either primary research or secondary research. Now, for the most part, you've probably done secondary research, right? That you find articles, for example, through one of the library's databases or through Google Scholar. And that is absolutely fine for this assignment as well, and I encourage you to do that. You might also think about looking at the website for your profession's professional organization. So, for example, one of the ones for English is MLA, which that should be familiar to most of you. It's the Modern Language Association, and it is the same as the MLA formatting that many of you have used in classes before. So for me, that would be a good source. All of you, though, should know your professional organization based on the previous assignments that you've done for this class. So you might find good information there as well for your project. So those are all examples of secondary sources, and I believe that's the kind of research that most of you are comfortable with. What I encourage you to do, though, for this assignment is primary research, and for the most part, that would be interviewing someone. So for this assignment and my other sections of this class, most of my students end up interviewing a professional in the field. And I think that it's a great opportunity to network with somebody who's already in the field and to learn more about the nuts and bolts of that position. What does that actually look like, right? Because in your coursework, you're learning about the information that's important to the field, but I don't think that maybe you have a good sense of what it looks like to actually be in the trenches, so to speak. Now, I know most of you are advanced students, you're juniors and seniors, and some of you have already had experiences in your field through internships or volunteer work, that sort of thing. I think it would be great for you guys to reach out to those people that you met during the course of the work you did, whether it was volunteering or interning, and ask them to do an interview. If you're not in that situation and you haven't actually been in the field, I think this is a great opportunity to network and to reach out to somebody who is working in that professional field and ask them questions about what is the day in the life of a paralegal, for example. That I think that would be a good opportunity for you all. So all of that to say, I don't want you to feel like you're limited to just doing the same old, the traditional kind of library research for this assignment. That you can absolutely interview someone or maybe even shadow someone if you're able to arrange that. Okay, so in terms of the three major components, first you'll be doing a proposal, and that will be due on Thursday, July 30th by noon. And what I'm looking for there is basically just a snapshot of what it is you hope to learn from your research. So it'll be really short, 200 to 250 words. So basically, just a well developed paragraph is what I'm looking for there. And then I will give you feedback on that and let you know if I think your scope is narrow enough so that you can effectively do the research and write a 1,500 to 2,000 word report by approaching the topic in that fashion. So that's the first component, and that will be due at the end of week 5. And then from there, week 6, which is the last week of the summer session, you will be drafting your report, completing a peer review, and then ultimately submitting the final version of the report, which of course I will grade. And that is your last big assignment for the course, and that will effectively end the summer class. So what I'll be talking with you about next week then in the week 6 video is more about fine-tuning your draft and also the required sections for the report. And of course you can already see that on the assignment sheet. But I think that this will be a good opportunity for you to learn more about what it is you'll be doing once you graduate. And I look forward to helping you refine your topics and hopefully produce a meaningful document which you will submit on August 6th. In the meantime, if you have any questions, as always, feel free to email me. I'm always happy to hear from you, and I hope this finds you all well.